Want to know if a girl feels comfortable around you? Look for these 5 signs. Here's the truth that nobody really talks about. Attraction gets all the headlines, but comfort is the foundation of everything. It's the thing that comes before deep conversations, before real connection, before any kind of meaningful relationship. And yet most people have no idea how to read it. We spend so much time wondering, does she like me? Or is she interested? That we completely overlook a more important and more honest question. Does she feel safe around me? Does she feel relaxed? Does she feel like she can actually be herself? Because here's what years of human psychology research and honestly just basic human experience tells us: people gravitate toward those who make them feel comfortable. Not necessarily the most attractive person in the room, not the wealthiest, not even the funniest. The person who makes them feel at ease, the person around whom their shoulders drop and their guard comes down and they can just breathe. So today, we're breaking down 5 concrete, real-world signs that a girl feels genuinely comfortable around you. Not signs that she's performing comfort. Not signs she's being polite, but real, authentic body language and behavior signs that you've created a space where she feels safe to be herself. Let's get into it. Sign 1: she laughs easily around you. Let's start with one of the most overlooked signals in human interaction: laughter. Not the big, loud, performative kind of laughter. Not the nervous giggle someone gives when they don't know how to respond to an awkward situation. I'm talking about the easy, unguarded, genuine kind of laughter. The kind that sneaks out before a person even has a chance to think about it. When a girl laughs easily around you, even at small things, even at jokes that maybe aren't that clever, it tells you something profound about how she feels in your presence. Think about it from your own experience. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt tense, watched, or judged? Maybe a job interview or a first meeting with someone you were trying to impress. In those moments, laughter doesn't come easily. Your face might smile, but your body is tight. You're monitoring everything you say. Real laughter, the kind that shakes your shoulders and catches you off guard, only happens when you feel safe. That's what's happening when she laughs freely around you. Her nervous system has essentially decided that you're not a threat, that she doesn't need to be on around you, that she can let her guard down and just react naturally to the world the two of you are sharing in that moment. Pay attention to the quality of her laughter, not just the frequency. Is it relaxed? Does it seem like she's laughing with you, sharing in a moment, rather than laughing at something out of social obligation? Does she make eye contact during those moments of laughter, as if she's inviting you into the joke with her? These are all signals worth noticing. And here's a bonus observation. Comfortable laughter tends to lead to more conversation. When someone genuinely laughs with you, they naturally want to keep talking. The laughter becomes a doorway, a moment of real connection that both of you want to build on. So if you notice that conversations with her tend to flow easily, punctuated by genuine smiles and laughter, take that as a very good sign. You've created a space where she feels free to enjoy herself. Sign 2: she keeps eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most powerful and revealing forms of nonverbal communication that humans have. And in the context of whether someone feels comfortable around you, it says a lot. Here's the thing about eye contact that most people don't fully appreciate. It requires vulnerability. When you look someone in the eyes, you're making yourself seen. You're saying, even if wordlessly, I'm here, I'm present, and I'm willing to let you see me. That takes a certain level of trust and comfort. When someone feels anxious, threatened, or simply indifferent, eye contact is one of the first things to go. They look away. They look down. They look around the room. They look anywhere but at you. So when she holds your gaze, when she looks at you while you're talking, when she looks at you while she's talking, when there's that easy, natural back and forth of two people who are genuinely present with each other, that tells you she feels safe with you. She's not scanning for an exit. She's not managing her anxiety. She's just here with you, engaged in the moment. Now, it's important to mention that eye contact styles vary a lot depending on personality and cultural background. Some people are naturally more reserved with eye contact, and that's not necessarily a sign of discomfort. What you're looking for is consistency and ease. Does the eye contact feel relaxed and natural rather than forced or absent? Does she look at you when you're sharing something personal, as if she genuinely wants to understand you? Does she maintain that connection during quiet pauses in conversation, rather than immediately filling the silence by looking elsewhere? These are the nuances that matter. Comfortable eye contact isn't intense or starring, it's warm, easy, and reciprocal. It's two people choosing to see each other. And when it flows naturally between you, it's one of the clearest signals that she's not just tolerating your company, she's genuinely enjoying it. Sign 3: she starts conversations. This one is big, and it's surprisingly simple once you understand what it actually represents. Think about your own behavior for a moment. Think about the people you reach out to first, the ones you text for no particular reason, the ones you walk up to at a party, the ones you call even when you don't need anything. Why do you do that? Because being around them feels good. Because they make you feel understood or energized or simply at ease. You initiate because you want more of that feeling. The same principle applies here. When a girl texts you first, not because she needs something, not because of a logistical reason, but just to share something funny she saw, or to ask what you've been up to, or to continue a conversation from days ago, that's her saying without words, I like the way I feel when I'm talking to you. When she walks over to you in a group setting, when she makes the effort to seek you out rather than waiting to be sought, that's not an accident. That's a choice. Initiating contact carries social risk. It requires putting yourself out there, even just a little. And people generally only take that risk when the reward, the connection, the comfort, the enjoyment feels worth it. So when she's the one making that first move again and again, consider it a strong sign that your presence is something she actively wants in her life. Pay attention to what she initiates about too. Is it light, casual stuff? That's fine, it still signals comfort. But if she's reaching out to tell you about something that happened at work, or to share a worry, or to ask for your opinion on something personal, that's an even deeper indicator. It means she's not just comfortable being around you, she trusts you. She's chosen you as someone worth sharing her inner world with. Sign 4, she shares small personal things. Speaking of inner worlds, let's talk about vulnerability and what it looks like in everyday conversation. When we imagine someone being open or vulnerable, we often think of dramatic confessions or big emotional moments. But real emotional openness, the kind that actually builds connection, usually looks much smaller and quieter than that. It looks like someone mentioning that they had a rough week. It looks like sharing an embarrassing story from their childhood. It looks like talking about a hobby they care about, knowing it might not be cool. It looks like saying, I've been a little anxious lately, or I had the weirdest dream and it kind of bothered me. These small disclosures are huge because every time a person shares something personal, they're taking a risk. They're saying, here's a piece of me that not everyone gets to see. I'm choosing to show it to you. That choice doesn't happen with people who make you feel judged, dismissed, or unseen. It only happens when you feel safe. So when she tells you about her day, not the surface level it was fine version, but the real version, when she mentions things she cares about, things that made her laugh or stress or feel something, she's letting you in. That's not a small thing. That's trust expressed in the everyday language of normal conversation. What you do with those disclosures matters enormously, by the way. When someone shares something personal with you, the way you respond either deepens their comfort or closes it off. Listen actively. Reflect back what you heard. Ask a genuine follow-up question. Don't rush to give advice unless they ask for it. Just be present and let them know their words landed somewhere safe. Do that consistently and the personal sharing will only grow. Sign 5, her body language is relaxed. The body doesn't lie. Even when words are polished and measured, the body is always broadcasting exactly how a person feels. And when a girl feels genuinely comfortable around you, her body language will show it clearly. Look for openness. When someone feels comfortable, they tend to face you directly rather than angling their body away. Their arms are relaxed at their sides or in their lap, not crossed tightly across their chest. Their posture is easy rather than rigid. Their feet are pointed toward you, which body language researchers note as one of the most subconscious indicators of where a person's attention and interest truly lie. Look for closeness. Comfortable people close the physical gap. They lean in during conversation. They don't keep maximum distance between themselves and you. They may reach over and touch your arm lightly when making a point, or brush past you without that stiff, deliberate I'm being careful not to touch you energy. Physical proximity, when it happens naturally and without pressure, is a clear signal that the person doesn't experience your presence as threatening or uncomfortable. Look for ease in the face. A relaxed smile, soft eyes, an expression that changes fluidly as the conversation moves. These are signs of someone who isn't performing. When someone is uncomfortable, you can often see it in micro-expressions, in the tightness around the eyes or the slightly forced quality of their smile. Genuine comfort produces genuine facial expressions. The smile reaches her eyes. The expressions come and go naturally, reflecting what she's actually feeling in the moment. And look at the bigger picture too. Does she seem like herself around you? Does she laugh loudly, slouch comfortably, gesture freely, speak without over-editing herself? The most beautiful sign of comfort is simply this: a person being exactly who they are without the armor. When she stops performing and starts just existing around you, you've created something really valuable. So there they are, 5 signs that a girl genuinely feels comfortable around you. Easy laughter, natural eye contact, initiating conversation, sharing personal things, relaxed, open body language. But before we wrap up, there's something important worth saying out loud. Comfort isn't a trick to manufacture. It isn't a checklist to manipulate. It's the natural result of showing up as a respectful, present, genuinely interested human being. The people who make others feel most comfortable aren't running strategies, they're just curious, kind, and consistent. They listen when someone talks, they don't push when someone pulls back. They make space for people to be exactly who they are without pressure or judgment. If you want to create real comfort with someone, the best thing you can do is work on those qualities in yourself. Not because it's a technique that will work, but because those are genuinely good things to be. And remember, comfort is always a two-way street. The best sign of a real, healthy connection is when both of you feel relaxed and respected around each other, when neither of you is performing, when the conversation flows, the silences are easy, and just being together feels natural. That kind of comfort, that's the foundation everything else is built on. Take care of it.